Hey guys, today I'm taking a look at well, something that's quite an unusual device, I think. It's actually a phone mount, but it mounts to the steering wheel, as you can see here, and it is spring loaded. Now, the problem with it for me is, as you can see, there's not a lot of thickness to it. My case is in my phone is in a case, sorry, and that makes it a little difficult. And these little pieces here slide right off. So I don't know why they would make it do that. It's a little bit of a oversight. I think that should have been glued into place. When the phone is there, you know, basically, if you're sitting in the car, you can see that you really can't see any of your instruments. So on a long drive with cruise control set, it probably is fine, but driving around town, probably not an ideal location. If you're going somewhere and you just have it on cruise and you just need your phone here for navigational purposes and what have you, to some degree, that's going to be great because it's in a good location for you to keep your eyes focused on the road. And it clips on to even this steering, which is a little fatter steering wheel than you might typically find in some cars, and it would hold a lot of phones without problem. It holds my other phone, my older phone that doesn't have the case on it, fine. So that's not a problem with these pieces coming off, but with my case and thickness of my phone, it tends to be a problem. The width of the phone is no issue, so that's a good thing. Like I say, it's overall very strong and locked in there, and it's actually easy to take off. And I really can't put it on with one hand, but you know, basically you can see how it would just loop around and fall into place and then pull tight. So there you go. That's basically all there is to it. So it's a really cool little device. Like I say, it's kind of a hit and a miss because it will block your view. For me, that's not much of a problem. I can put it just over to the side because I have the analog and digital, and I can actually read the main thing I need, which is my speedometer on the bottom right hand corner down here, and that allows me to know what speed I'm going. So not the real problem for this car, but it may be for some. Like I said, the thickness of my phone plays a factor in getting it to hold securely. With these, if they were a little bit taller, that would be great. And if these pieces didn't slide off, that would be even better for my phone. But for some phones, it may not be a problem. But you can see I pulled that right off there very easily with just one finger, hardly even trying. So just want to give you guys a real quick look and show you this, like I said, pretty cool device in a lot of ways. And it may be for you, it may not. Make your own decision. It's just a rubber and plastic. I would not leave it out in the sun because most likely the rubber will degrade over time, as is the case with most items left in the sun. Excuse me. So by any means, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys, how that attaches and how the view would be in your car depending upon your vehicle, how much obstruction it causes depending on the way you sit in your car and how you view your gauges. Okay? And let's say, keep in mind these little pieces come off. You might be able to put some glue on it and hold them on, but if your case is too thick or anything and it puts pressure, it may actually slide these off with time while it's in the actual cradle. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys on that. Thank you for watching. Okay, so real quick, just so you guys can see, I don't know how well you can make it out, but the rubber, yeah, you can see the rubber piece here is pulled away just a little bit. As I mentioned in the text portion of the review, it tends to, when clamped, pull away because of the thickness of the phone. The phone's seated against the back side here completely. It's pulling the rubber away, and the phone will not seat fully because of the thickness. Even if I put this side in, this side pops back up more, and it continues to do so, so it doesn't hold it, well, 100% securely. And as you saw, I put just a little bit of pressure on it, so even if a bump were to hit, that rubber piece slid right off because of the tension created, and the top piece, I don't know how well you can see that, but it is, as you can see perfectly right there. There's a gap, so it's actually pulled it away too, as opposed to being flush like it should be. So yeah, thicker phones, phones in a case, definitely could pose a problem. Okay? Thank you.